because if we don't talk or if we don't discuss, we won't be doing any good to ourselves. So we need to be talking time and again. So we made a video where I said there were plans, or there are plans which are being made to make sure that Nelson Chamisa is disqualified come 2023. So that was 9 days ago. That is when I made that video. So if you go into the description box, I have put the link of that video, which I said there are plans to disqualify Nelson Chamisa. So ZANU PF, what they did, I'm going to begin by the background of the matter. What they did is that they created a narrative. Yekuti Smith was better than Mugabe and Mnangagwa. They deliberately created that narrative, and they sent it into the public. And the unsuspecting CC supporters bought that idea, bought that mantra. So the issue is not how you view it. The issue is not about who is better, but it is a narrative which has been sent to the people and deliberately. So the unsuspecting supporters went on to support that narrative, and I came out and gave that video because I knew about that. I have heard about those plans. That is the reason why I came out and I gave that video. So here, Jonathan Moyo has come out publicly and confirmed those sentiments because they have their own interest. We have seen that lately. Jonathan Moyo has begun attacking CCC fiercely and has begun attacking Nelson Chamisa fiercely. And without being provoked, he attacks CCC. Reason being, Nelson Chamisa got the intelligence of what was being planned, and he decided not to put the structures on the ground deliberately. And they are now angry that this guy is aware of what we are doing. So they are trying by all means to create legal problems for Nelson Chamisa. And this Smith mantra, how it is supposed to be done, they tried to see whether there will be an executive in the leadership of Nelson Chamisa, be it Osalosi's father Mahere, Nelson Chamisa himself, Tendai Chauton Wende, the leader. They tried to track them to support that narrative. Then they go to court and said, you went against the Constitution of Zimbabwe, you supported Ian Smith, and it means that you don't value the ethos and values of the liberation struggle. That is the idea. So you can actually see that Nelson Chamisa quickly realized it, and Chauton Wende came out and defended the liberation struggle. He was attacked left, right, and center, Chauton Wende, and said, but it was strategic for him to come out and defend the liberation struggle because there is a legal case yakatogarirwa matare. Notorine vanhu vakatogarirwa matare vakatomirira izvo zvokuti any mistake we will strike. So the reason why Jonathan Moyo has come out now and pressurizing CCC to say itaima structures is because they want to use those structures to say, if I am part of the structure and I just make a mistake, they will take the whole party to court. They will cite me, they will cite the party because I am part of the structures, which means we will be punished. I will be punished because of me. So this is the main reason why you have seen that Nelson Chamisa has said, let us not have structures. Why? You want to have a direct control of information of what people will say, because there are a lot of issues planned. There are very big plans already tabled. So you can actually see that they need to contain what goes to the people. They need to contain what is said to the public, which might harm the party at a later stage. So you can actually see that this has been planned for a very long time. This has been choreographed for a very long time. Right? The reason why Jonathan Moyo has come out and said, kana musina constitution, kana musina ma structures, hamusi kuzoenda kuma-elections, we want to ban. They are now pushing for a law to ban political parties without structures, without the constitution. Have you ever asked yourself why they are doing so? They want to know what is in the constitution so that they begin to send their own people to fight Nelson Chamisa using what is in the constitution. You see the idea. They want Nelson Chamisa to publicly disclose the people he is working with, the structures, so that they know if I am working with Nelson Chamisa, they can come to me and pay me and bribe me, and I will go and challenge Nelson Chamisa in court, and we will begin to create divisions and chaos. You see the idea. So this has been choreographed for a very long time. And Nelson Chamisa being a man who is connected everywhere, Nelson Chamisa is now connected to an extent where they can't even, or they don't even understand who is giving him information. So Nelson Chamisa, knowing what is being planned and being tipped what is being planned, has come and said, no more structures. And everything is now being directed from the top, from the above. So you can actually see that ZANU PF no longer has an opportunity to infiltrate. They no longer have power over Nelson Chamisa right now because he is controlling everything and they are left out. So the people who wanted to do the Mashayamondes, the Jabonus, now cannot come and do that. So I am going to read what Professor Jonathan Moyo said so that you can understand where this matter is coming from and where it is going. He said, the saga of a structuralist and constitutionalist CCC has put a spotlight on the legal status of political parties in Zimbabwe. While the Constitution in Section 33 declares Zim as a multi-party democratic system, it does not define the nature, functions, and rights of political parties. You see? So what he is now trying to push, they know that this clause will not work for them to push how CCC should conduct itself. So they are now trying to push for a law, and they have 2/3 majority in parliament and Dave Douglas Monzor on their side. Saka is ZANU PF plus Monzor on their side, which means they can push for a law to make sure that if you don't, to make sure that political parties are registered and are confirmed by government. Right now, what the system which is there, you go to notify ZEC, you don't register, you notify that we have a political party. And what you do with your political party does not concern ZEC. But what is now happening is that they are trying to push to pass a law which will say if you don't have number one, the constitution, you will not participate in elections. If you don't have the structures, you will not participate in elections. And this is very, very, very important because this was planned a long time ago. Long time ago, it was planned. Soon after the by-elections, they began planning. They began planning to say, Mkoma now what? We don't know his next move. So the only way is to make sure that he is out of the elections. That is the only way. So assassination at this moment does not work because it will cause chaos you have never seen. So they have ruled out assassination at this moment. Secondly, now they are now considering to ban Nelson Chamisa, or either to swallow him, that is to form a GNU with him, or to make sure that he doesn't go, the elections are suspended. So these are the three things which are on the table. It's either to swallow him, it's either to suspend the elections, or to suspend Nelson Chamisa Wacho, to disqualify him. So Jonathan Moyo has set the stage here and has begun the lobbying. And the ZANU PF will come and say, it's a good idea, let's adopt it. The reason why it is coming from Jonathan Moyo is to try and create a scenario where ZANU PF will say it is coming from somebody who hates us. It is coming from our enemy, not from us. We didn't start this, but we have realized that this is a good idea. That is their plan. So you can actually see that these people are of questionable characters. And this is the reason why they are pushing so hard to say, itama structures, tipinde. So the idea, the whole idea is to just coerce Nelson Chamisa into forming structures. Only. That is their agenda. That is their mission. Just to coerce Nelson Chamisa to start to have the structures and publicize them, so that you hold a congress. After holding a congress, they will come and occupy spaces. And ndovanomhanya kutanga kunosvika kunobata zvigaro. Isusu patinozoti tocha takumhanya tocha tichisvika toona zvigaro zvaita zvigaro zvarwa pasi. You see, so the key CCC supporters will not have an opportunity to run for the seats. That is the problem. So you have seen that what Nelson Chamisa is saying is very, very difficult for these Johnsos, because what is going to happen is only people who are trustworthy in the constituencies and wards are going to be CC candidates, which means it is going to be difficult to deal with such people. Because myself, I don't need money at this juncture. I don't need money. I don't need money. What I need is change so that I can make money on my own. So the difference between these guys and the people like us is that we cannot be bought easily. We cannot be bought, because I want a future where I will be a multi-millionaire on my own, without connections, with just having a functional economy. And it is different to these ZANU puppets and everything else, because they can be paid because all they want is to make money at all costs and using any way. That is the reason why they are very corrupt, and they steal inputs, they steal food aid, they steal everything. So you can actually see that there is the very important tweet which I want to read. He went on to say, since the CCC is structureless and constitutionless, its leaders, who ironically are a structure, are using silence as a strategy to get its members to support unilateral and illegal Western sanctions, to demonize land reform and revere Ian Smith and extension Sisu roads. You see what I was telling you. This is what is very important. Go to that to the video in the link and refer. I said it 9 days ago, and it is now coming out. They are now telling it is now coming out. They are saying, since the CCC is structureless, Chamisa does not have visible structures. They only have the leadership, and they tried to make the leadership make a single mistake, and the leadership refused. So right now, they've now adopted Plan B, is now in motion. That is to move a motion and say, let's ban my political parties as number structures, my political parties as a constitution, as now quit my Congress, because they want to use us. You see, that is their agenda. That is their agenda, and it has been exposed. So, Team Zimbabwe, when we speak about things, when we talk about things, you have to listen, because we don't just speak. We speak with knowledge, not only natural knowledge, but we speak with knowledge because it is time for change in the nation of Zimbabwe. It is time, God's time, to bring change in Zimbabwe. So when we speak, you have to listen, because We are touring, or we are following a directive from God himself. This is a directive we have taken. This is a direct instruction we have taken to make sure that we create or we prepare the path for Advocate Nelson Chamisa. That is our duty and that is our mandate. This is the reason why we have said if we die, we die. If we live, we live. It's because we know what we are pursuing. And now, you now have the evidence. And I'm going to do another video and I will post the screenshots. I cannot post the pictures here, but I will post them right on this platform and I will do another video, a follow-up video, and I will post those photos for you to see the screenshots, for you to see and have knowledge of what I am talking about. So you can actually see that he went on to say, registration of political parties in ZIM is long overdue. No secret, society should masquerade as a political party or contest any election. No political party should be registered if its leaders or members denigrate the liberation struggle or violate Section 3 of the Constitution. And then, that is the reason why we have documented and kept the president's address Yabakaita on Independence Day. On Independence Day, he made a clear statement about the liberation struggle. This is the reason why I'm telling you that Nelson Chamisa is using wisdom. He is not operating ordinarily. He's now using wisdom. He gave that statement and he revered the liberation struggle war heroes. And he clearly highlighted that it is very important for us to recognize the liberation struggle. He went on to highlight the values and the ethos of the liberation struggle in that statement. So you can actually see that the only way they now want to punish Chamisa is to connect him with his supporters, which just blindly followed a narrative Yabakaisa in the people. So this is the reason why I am saying, if you are genuinely CCC, if you are genuinely seeking for change, you have to follow what Nelson Chamisa do. If Nelson Chamisa is saying, is silent, be silent. If Nelson Chamisa speaks, speak. You have to follow the leader. This is the time to follow what the leader is saying and does. Don't go in your own direction, because it is going to cost the whole political party. So, for you to contest, you must have a clean history. You must not have anything attached to you. Chichazoshandiswa nevanhu ava vezanu, because if they take you to court, they will take the whole party. And that is their agenda. That is their agenda. So we need to be vigilant. We need to be very, very careful. Just imagine, Maenda nomination court, Moya Motorwa, 30% kana 40% of MPs inoendeswa ku court yobva disqualify. Have you ever thought about it? 30 to 40% yobva disqualify. Just because makatwita zvimwe zvinhu, just because maitaura zvimwe zvinhu publicly. This is the reason why you must be careful. You must tread with caution. This is the reason why you have seen that a lot of people have been pushing Nelson Chamisa, itama demo, but he's just quiet. It's because he understands some things. He does have knowledge and wisdom of some things to say. If he demonstrates today, tikapinda street akati vanhu pindai street today, they will invoke or they will suspend the constitution of Zimbabwe and they will bar the elections and say no more elections. Why? If we go into the streets today, they are going to infiltrate and they are going to cause unseen violence and chaos. Then the soldiers will just come and suspend the constitution. Once the constitution is suspended, no more elections, because elections are called by the constitution itself. So we don't need a state of emergency at this moment. This is the reason why they are provoking us. So this is the reason why they are going to beat us. They are going to kill us. They are going to disappear us. It's only to provoke us so that they can invoke a state of emergency. And once a state of emergency is invoked, no elections is 2030. Anenga akaura ndiani ndiweneni. So guys, let's be careful. Let's tread cautiously. Isisu ngatitaurei nemafamily members edu. Quietly tichingoudzana vakomana registai kuvhota. Vakomana ngatiende tinovhota. Tichisenda mameseji mumafamily groups. Ndo zvatiri kufanira kuita isisu. Umwe neumwe ita operation hama yako ngaivhote. Operation hama dzako ngadzivhote. Dzichinovhotera ipo chaipo chaipo. So, Team Zimbabwe, this is what is happening. So, refer to the video in the description box. I have put the video in the description box. That video is 9 days old. Alois Mapuma Zvakaoma, asi if Nelson James inazopera message yako, so I cannot read it further. Okay, so go into the description box. That video is, the link to that video is in the description box. You will understand why I am saying let's remain resolute. Let's support Nelson Chamisa. You will understand. Because tinenge taona zvimwe zvinhu zvichiitika. As I mentioned yesterday, there are things which I know of, but I don't have confirmation. So when I begin to see some things, I now know what to say and when to say it, because unenge uchiziva about some things. So guys, this is the moment yekuti tibatane. This is the moment yekuti tite make sure that everybody is registered to vote. This is the moment yekuti to make sure we are peaceful. There is no need for you to expose yourself to anything. What you need to do is to make sure that your family is registered to vote. Your peers, your friends are registered to vote. Takagadzirira an election. So I don't want to take much time, but I have tried to speak and do a follow-up video on the previous video, which we did about the plans to suspend Nelson Chamisa in 2023 or to disqualify Nelson Chamisa in 2023. Go to the link in the description box. The video is there and it is self-explanatory. Then, if you're new to this platform, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because this is my video wire 2023. So long we are live wire 2023 will be doing videos. So we have a platform called ABTN News. ABTN News. Go to that platform, use the link in the description box for that video to go to that platform. Please leave a subscribe on that platform, because it's some short videos with evidence. It's short clips with attached with evidence, with picture evidence and video evidence on those short clips. So you need to go to that platform, because some short videos updating the people of Zimbabwe. So please, 1,000 subscribers, please go and make sure that you subscribe on that platform. Make sure that you like the videos which are there. Make sure that you share the videos which are there, because we want that platform to be known by almost everybody. So if you share, if you like, if you subscribe, that is going to help us grow that platform tremendously. So if you go into the description box, the first link which is at the top, it will direct you to the platform which I'm talking about. And please leave your subscription. We need to reach 1,000 subscribers so that we can support ourselves to do what we want to do here. So what we need to do is that for us to be operational, we need a few dollars. Not much, but a few dollars. That is to purchase data, to purchase some equipment, to pay for software. So if you go and subscribe on that platform, if you go and subscribe on our videos, it will help us to mobilize funds. It will help us to get monetized, to get monies, so that we can pay for our data, we can pay for our softwares, then we can buy a few equipment. So if you want to support us, there is a number appearing right on the screen. Please, you inbox us on that number and tell us how you want to support us. Then we'll see how we can get in touch. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for tuning in. So Team Zimbabwe, I love you all. Let's register to vote. Let's make sure that we remain resolute. We remain connected to the struggle, because there is no need for us to be derailed by anything. Let's listen carefully. What Advocate Nelson Chamisa is saying is what we are supposed to follow. Hapana chatinorwira zvigaro izvi hatizvipedze. Isusu chatiri kuda Zimbabwe yakanaka, zvigaro ngatisiyane nazvo. Let's focus on a better Zimbabwe. Zvema-structures izvi siyanai nazvo. Pane paimbotaurwa zvichinzi hana plan, ari kutadza kufoma a political party, zvazoita sei. We were all angry. But later on, he formed a political party and won seats in parliament because of strategy. Sometimes you don't need to tell people everything. You just need to keep quiet, because silence is very important. It makes your enemy fail to calculate and fail to know your next step. It keeps your enemies guessing. And this is what Advocate Nelson Chamisa is doing. Those are the signs of wisdom. Those are the signs of good leadership. So together, if we are united, we can make Zimbabwe great again, because we can silence our critics and our enemies. And that is the role we have. That is the agenda we must pursue. Let's be united. Let's create a family here. Let's have a platform where we can talk as a family with no hatred. Pasina kuyengana, pasina kutukana. If I tell me, apa matadza, apa maita so, then we take my corrective measures and we take the right direction. If you want to come here live, do through that number. I will bring you here live and direct. Pasina chitsotsi kana pasina ruvengo kana kuti pasina chi, inonza munhu wese. Even if you feel that you are ZANU PF and you want to defend your father, you want to defend your papa, come and we'll expose you here. So I want everybody, whether we upper, whether we party, we are to Zimbabwe panapa. If I am to expose you, I will expose you. And if you have anything to defend your party with, come and defend your political party. So that is the purpose of this platform. What we need to do is to make sure that we have free, credible elections. Change Ruya. That's the reason why you have seen my puppets, Agatasana, Jonathan Moyo. They are now fuming very, very, very loudly. And they are now exposing themselves why they failed. Kanoka Digamari, you are in assignment, or Tada with assignment, those knows it to Tango with my try. So, Team Zimbabwe, I love you all. I don't want to go beyond 30 minutes because I want other people to be able to make follow-ups on these videos. As I said earlier, there is a link in the description box. Use that link to go to our platform, to subscribe, to like, comment, and share, and also to see the video which I am referring to on this video. The original video we made 9 days ago is right there in the description box. So thank you very much for coming in. Ngatrambe tichiuya mazuva ese. Subscribe. Ndikuona maondro makaita muri 85 mese mukangobaya like button izvezvizvi zvinhu zvedu zvinogona kubva zvatanga kufamba. Ngatingobaya ima like button, like. Izvezvizvi munhu wese ari kundoona, just like. Hapana, ubhadhari anything. You don't lose anything if you just like this video. Liking this video helps other people to discover this video. So it is very, very important. If you like these videos, it will be shown to as many people as possible. So especially those around your cycle. So it's very important for you to like. It is very important for you to share. You don't lose anything. So Team Zimbabwe, we need to build our country. Ngatsangane in other episodes, in other programs, probably tomorrow. Tinenge tine kanya dzimwe nyaya dzakasiyana-siyana tinenge tichikupakurai nyaya dzezviri kuitika munyika yeZimbabwe. Ngatirambei tichisapotana.